I probably don't use that technique of recording silence as much, depending on the situation. I think if you're doing location recording, it's important, because say you're doing a location recording and it was two people having a conversation in the middle of a soccer field, and maybe there was a game going on in the background, but you then needed to edit that dialogue. Now, just to chop that dialogue and have sections of silence would make it unnatural sounding. But if you had some previously recorded raw, just background noise of whether kids or crowd or just ambience of the soccer field, then you could use that to place in the gaps, I guess, between your edits, and it would be a more natural sounding edit. And I guess it's more so for anything that's not a very, this is a very quiet environment we're in now. You could quite easily do some edits in this and not have it sound really choppy. But if there were any kind of noises going on in the background that were consistent, if there was a crowd of 50 people outside this room and you could just hear a bit of a murmur, you might want to capture that from where we're sitting and then use that to sort of fill in the edits, just to make sure your background is always consistent as well. Give you much more smoother editing. I feel like that's something you'd use more in film. Again, location recording, and sometimes maybe you want to do that. Again, it's mostly for, I think, editing maybe around dialogue, but where you are chopping between sort of camera angles and things like that, where you might need to just make sure that sounds more consistent. So recording a little bit of that background, I would actually suggest that for video, you might want to capture a few minutes of something. Sometimes when I go to a cafe or something and I have my portable recorder, I hear a great ambient sound, like 100 people sitting there clinking glasses and whatever. I think, capture this because I might use it at some stage. So that 10-second idea I think is good for helping to fix problems. But maybe think about, if you're out recording something and you hear some great ambient kind of sound, capture it, file it away in your archive for later.
Thank you very much for watching. If you really enjoyed this, please press the thumbs up and subscribe. There's going to be heaps and heaps and heaps of more information coming onto the channel. Stay tuned, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.